Now first of all, Miss Frizzle and her classmates sitting and laying on the ground because they are disappointed. Because you want to make them cancel their field trip for different stuffs. And that don't work like that. If you want to make them happy, you gotta let them go on that trip. They want to go on adventure. Like transform abstract, science, and concepts into hands-on, immersive learning experiences.
Yeah, if Miss Frizzle and her class never got the chance to hop on that magical school bus for their wild, unforgettable field trips. Honestly, if they hadn't gone, none of those incredible adventures would exist, none of the wonder, the learning, the pure excitement that comes with exploring the unknown. The Magic School Bus isn't just any show or book series. It's this amazing gateway to science and discovery, brought to life by Joanna Cole and Bruce Deegan, starting with those beloved scholastic books. And at the heart of it all is Miss Frizzle, the kind of teacher who makes curiosity a superpower. Through their magical journeys, the class visits outer space, shrinks down to dive inside the human body, or travels back millions of years to the Cretaceous period. Each trip is this perfect blend of adventure and knowledge, where learning feels less like a lesson and more like an epic quest. So, why would anyone say no to letting them go on these trips? It just doesn't add up. Taking away their chance to explore, to experience the extraordinary, well, that's like closing the door to curiosity itself. These adventures aren't just fun escapades, they open minds and hearts. So here's the thing, let Miss Frizzle and her class ride that magic school bus. Let them go out there and learn, discover, and see the world in ways most of us only dream about. Because sometimes, the best way to grow is to embrace the unexpected, the magical, the unknown. And that's the journey they deserve.
Mission not
Don't you even try it. Why do you want to take Miss Frizzle and her classmates to Applebee's? Don't you know they already got lunch? So why do you want to take them to Applebee's? That doesn't make sense. You just want to make them cancel their field trip, and that doesn't work like that.
So, you're thinking about inviting Miss Frizzle and her classmates to Applebee's, huh? But here's the thing, they already have lunch plans. You can't just swing by and expect them to drop everything for a spontaneous meal out. It doesn't quite work that way. Imagine how their day is already mapped out with field trips, lessons, snacks packed and scheduled. Taking them to Applebee's now? It's not just about grabbing food. It's about respecting their plans and the excitement they've built around their trip. Honestly, trying to use a lunch invite to make them cancel their field trip seems a bit off. These things are organized for a reason, and a sudden change? It's not so simple or fair. So, if you want to spend time with Miss Frizzle and the crew, maybe wait for a better moment. One where everyone's ready to relax and enjoy without throwing their day off track. In the end, it's all about timing and understanding what the day means to them. That respect makes all the difference.
Are you for real? There's no reason for you to take Miss Frizzle and her classmates to Applebee's if they already got lunch. Do you think Applebee's is gonna make them happy? They only cares about their field trip. Not something like Applebee's.
Really? Krispy Kreme donuts? I mean, think about it for a second, Miss Frizzle and her classmates already have plenty of sweets. So why would anyone think giving them donuts would somehow change the whole vibe? It's not like tossing a box of sugary treats into the mix is suddenly going to fix whatever problem's on the table. It won't rewrite the story or make the field trip vanish into thin air. The kids might enjoy a sweet snack, sure, but it's not some magical solution. Sometimes, we look for quick fixes when what we really need is a little more understanding, patience, or just a fresh perspective. A donut can't do that, and that's okay. Because real change comes from the bigger picture, not from a powdered sugar promise.
Come on, you give them Krispy Kreme donuts. Miss Frizzle and her classmates got enough sweets, so why on earth would you give them donuts? That's not gonna change everything, and that's not gonna make them cancel their field trip.
Okay, let's pause for a second and talk about this wild rumor going around, Miss Frizzle and her magic school bus crew stealing Krispy Kreme donuts. Seriously? That's a story you just made up, isn't it? Because here's the thing, Miss Frizzle and her classmates are the ultimate heroes of learning adventures. They're the ones who take kids on amazing field trips, exploring everything from the depths of the ocean to the wonders of space. Sneaking around, lifting donuts? That just doesn't fit their character. It's not only untrue, it'd be stealing, and that's a serious matter. And if, by some bizarre twist, they did get tangled up in something like that, well, they'd need a very good criminal defense lawyer, someone who really understands the law inside and out, to help clear things up. But you know what? That's not who they are. Speaking of their adventures, I know what you might be thinking. How can Miss Frizzle and her class go on these amazing field trips if all you do is turn on PBS Kids, just so they can watch the shows? But that's the whole point, the shows spark imagination. They inspire kids to learn and dream bigger. They don't replace real experiences.
It's true, PBS Kids is the branding used for nationally distributed children's programming carried by the U.S. public television network PBS. The brand encompasses a daytime block of children's programming carried daily by most PBS member stations. A 24-hour channel carried on the digital subchannels of PBS member stations, sometimes called the PBS Kids channel, or PBS Kids 24/7, and its accompanying digital platforms.
So if someone tries to make Miss Frizzle and the class cancel their trip just so they can watch PBS Kids, that's not just disappointing, it's heartbreaking. Let's not make them sad. Let's let them go on their incredible journeys, exploring the world, learning with curiosity and joy. Leave PBS Kids to do what it does best, bring stories to life, while the magic school bus takes the next generation out on the road to discovery. And instead, you can give PBS Kids to 1-800-CRIMINAL because they're a law firm that is partnership with PBS Kids.